Ashley went crazy on her and pulled out pictures of her living conditions. And she could only have gotten those pictures from one place. I just know, like I said, some of y'all, stop judging people and leave people alone. And don't think I need anybody to ever mediate for me and your life is in this condition. What do you know about mediation? And this is how your house is chaotic. And the kids wasn't even upset. Most kids would have started crying with all that screaming and cursing like that. Your kids used to that shit. They like, oh, mommy just calling daddy a pussy ass nigga again. It's okay. Y'all reading her for the ring. I just would have rather we paid the mortgage off and you left it to me in survivorship. And but I do things differently. I know, regardless, I ain't got no cable, I ain't got no car, this and that. I'm not gonna lose a piece of property and have money sitting around. It just, none of this shit makes sense to me. Some people don't realize it costs to drink in a bar all the time when you could go home and buy your bottle. I wouldn't want to marry into that shit. I don't want to be around nobody who don't pay bills on time. That shit, you go through that type of shit when you're young. I don't want to deal with that. And I got to be checking. And then if I marry you, I'm going to marry into bad credit. Some people don't know when you marry motherfuckers, that shit automatically fuck you up if they got fucked up credit. I ain't marrying you. I'll be like, no, we could just do paperwork. 10 years and still no cabinets in that bitch. I just don't see the money bags to be talking about my tax bracket and what I have. And what I have, I got on my own. I didn't get with a nigga in tow. I accomplished shit on my own before I even thought about linking up. I accomplished shit on my own. I accomplished shit on my own. So I wasn't waiting on the benefit of a nigga to benefit me. I always took care of my own business. So, I don't know what your tax bracket is. You don't know what mine is. We don't know that kind of stuff about each other. So that those types of insults don't even make sense. But for you to say you getting harassed by Lady B because of Tammy, Peay, that's some bullshit, you lying ass motherfucker. Your flat face ass is lying. The reason you getting harassed by Lady B is because you didn't listen when I told your ass that the bitch is tick tick boom and to go to fuck off on you for no reason. You just found out the hard way because you were somewhere clout chasing behind Lady B. You had the views, but she had the content, which was talking about me. And you ran into that shit the way you need to run in the room and suck, carry dick, and take care of your nigga. I know one thing. If I had a nigga in my life for 10 years and he's Mr. Money Bags and Mr. Money Yo and he's so paid and cashy, I wouldn't have a car note. I would be owning where I live. And I wouldn't be living with him. He would be paying for me a condo across town on the nicer side of town. He would have had to been taking care of me. And I still would have been working my business and taking and elevating my life. But I don't know if I would, I don't know. I don't know if I would sit in those conditions with no ownership or no chance in nothing. She got one of them $39 plastic Home Depot shelves. I got those in my basement, but I got toilet paper, paper towels, garbage bags, aluminum foil, fabric softener, detergent, and stuff like that stacked on them. It's not in my kitchen. They showed that the bathroom floor is nasty. They designed some cabinets, kitchens today without cabinets, and they have, excuse me, like a nice view, and they don't want to block no cabinets, so they leave the view, but they put mad lower cabinet space in. You seen those kind of kitchens, but that ain't it. Yeah, it was trifling. It was kind of trifling. It was kind of trifling. Yeah, that's how I got it. I got the dish detergent, the Swiffer pads. I got two of them down there. And you got cleaning supplies, fabric, so everything is on them shelves, stacked in the corner in the basement. That shit is not in my kitchen with me going there to get my garlic powder. No. I be like, nigga, if you don't take me to Lowe's and he would have had to put some money in making me comfortable. And I don't live in no car. I live here. Yeah, those are not inside things. Those are things you put outside. Well, they inside furniture if your mind's if that's your zhuzh, like I said, just get dressed. Uh-uh. That's the only place they should be is in a garage. I had an ex one time always bringing them plastic tubs every fucking where and got upset because I don't want those. And got upset because she got the elevator with them. And I was like, where you going with that? My storage space is downstairs. And she was feeling away because I said, I don't like plastic tubs in my house. Well, where you going to store things? I have closets. I have like 6 closets. I have closets, boo. I don't do the plastic tubs. I just don't think they look nice in the house. You like those things? It's different. I have one right here under my sewing table. Like to have the little drawers on it, but I have it because it's under my sewing table. Hey, it's not like my furniture. It's under my sewing table. I'm not mad. I just know that don't lie on me. You and Lady B was friends out of convenience, and you was loving her and giving her advice and telling her what a fucked up person I am, and you was doing your big one, TOMIKAY. It just flipped on you, darling. You thought you could control Lady B, and Lady B wasn't going to be controlled. She was going to either come in and run shit, or she can't stay around nobody too long. She has to be around people that she's controlling, and you couldn't control her, and you ain't even controlling yourself at this time, truth be told. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. You're very much, in puppeteer mode. So it just wasn't going to work. It was too much control and none of it being thing. So I just wanted people to see why I didn't want to come to your panel for any mediation. I had no respect for how you even treat your man. I thought it was all jokes until I saw him walk out the door. I said, oh, this is a real fight. I would never want a man I could talk to that way. I didn't even know. I don't even know niggas that would even let somebody like you talk to them that way. They would be like, you acting like you bad and shit. Like, that's reckless. That's how bitches end up hurt. But listen, guys, if you want to be a host, hit me at tamstars123@gmail.com. That's tamstars, that's TAMSTARS123@gmail.com. Download WhatsApp Messenger. You're going to need it for communicational purposes. And we'll send you out an application, get you started on your hosting journey. Don't let these people deter you or in any way hinder you from becoming a host by telling you their horror stories. You could see these bitches done been doxxed, swatted, cheated on, lied on, caught STDs, got pregnant, and they still doing their motherfucking hours because they're making money. And that's the reason they're still doing their hours. And if you're a mom or a single person or a young person or an older person on a fixed income, nothing makes things a lot easier than having another iron in the fire and having an additional income. And I always tell people, don't think the money's just going to come to you. You got to do your hours and do your footwork, but it can be very profitable. You have some people who are willing to berate, insult, degrade, and totally verbally assault their loved ones on here for beans. So you do know that this app pays money. You see people sell their soul for beans. People sell their ass, their titties, their decency, their morals, their values, their principles. Everything's on the table when it comes to getting these beans. But you have people who ain't doing none of that, who's still making a bag of money and still doing their big one on here. If you want to be a host, hit me at tamstars123 at gmail.com. That's tamstars123 at gmail.com. Well, good night and God bless. Bye. And bye, Tommy, and stop all that lying, you old motherfucking gap-toothed motherfucking liar. You sitting somewhere lying on me like that. You know you was in love with Lady B. Everything Lady B said about me was the truth, bitch. So every motherfucking thing she say about your ass is the truth, too. She didn't lie on me, so you said. Now, bitch, she didn't lie on you. So at the end of the day, everything she said is true because Lady B said it. It must be true. So, like I said, you could be a host. You could even be a host, get your money, end up being an agency owner. But one thing don't be is a fake ass bitch that swing with the wind and say and do anything for beans. Because that's kind of bitches I could never respect.